Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this crate ottoman. It's not as hard as it looks to make, and it's super cute because it doubles as storage as well as decor. Okay, so what you're going to need is 2 crates that are 12.5 by 7.5. Then you're going to need 2 planks of wood that measure at 17.5 by 25 inches. You'll need some upholstery foam and some upholstery batting, some fabric, and for me I just picked out this minimalist Swiss cross fabric. We'll need some paint and a roller, of course, as well as a paintbrush. You're going to need a drill, a staple gun, some sandpaper. You don't necessarily need a sander, but definitely some sandpaper. You'll need 4 caster wheels and a set of 2-inch hinges, as well as 1/2-inch screws and 3/4 inch screws. You'll need some ribbon, some fabric tack adhesive, and a glue gun. First off, you're going to sand your crates. This step isn't totally necessary, but it's just good to make sure that you have a smooth surface to paint on. Also, like I said before, you don't necessarily need a sander. Doing it with just sandpaper is fine as well. Next up, you're going to paint your pieces, and this part I think is pretty straightforward. Because the paint I'm using is paint and primer in one, I didn't really need to be heavy-handed with the paint. I think I ended up doing like 1.5-ish coats. I just used a little brush to get up in the corners and cracks. You'll also need to only paint one of the planks of wood since the other is going to be covered with your upholstery. Now take a little time to align your crates with your base. To make things easier, I used painter's tape to hold everything together while I lined things up. Now I'm going to take my 3/4 inch screws and place them into the corners of the crates. So that's 8 screws going into the corners using a drill bit that fits a number 8 screw. To upholster your lid, you're going to take your fabric and line it up with your plank, measuring it about 2.5 inches out from the board before cutting. Now you'll take your foam cushion and glue it down to the center of the seat using a hot glue gun. And because I wanted a tapered cushion kind of look, I used batting to fill in the sides, again using my hot glue gun to stick it down. Now take your staple gun to staple down the sides of the fabric. Then go back and stuff the cushion a little bit more just to get it more full. Once you're done that, staple down the remaining edges. To staple the corners, I put a few staples as close to the edge as I could, then folded the loose fabric, making a kind of a triangle before stapling it down. So yeah, you're just kind of pinching the top and then creating a little tuck. To cover the back side, you're going to take some fabric glue and fabric and glue it down. And in this case, I used plain fabric just for a neater look. To cover the raw edges, I used ribbon and cut the ends on a slant just so they would line up better. To attach the lid to the crate, you're going to measure and make markings at about the 5 1/4 mark and the 7 1/4 mark on one side, and the 7 3/4 mark and 19 3/4 mark on the other side. Instead of using the screws that came with the hinges, use the shorter 1/2-inch screws so they don't poke through the cushion. A good rule of thumb when putting in the hinges is to remember that they should be centered over the handles. To attach the wheels to the crate, measure about 1.5 inches from the top and 1.5 inches from the side, using the 3/4-inch screws to install them. And you're going to do this 4 times, of course. And there you have it. You're all done. And I was actually really pleased with how this came out. The Ottoman's really easy to move around the room, and it can fit quite a bit of stuff on the inside. For me, I'll be keeping my tech gear and craft supplies in here, and everything seemed to fit pretty easily. So thank you for watching, everyone, and if you liked this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.